Welcome back to my channel Hasnul Fikri. Uh, Now I will discuss about what is power steering and how does it work. It's one of the automotive world best labor saving device and it gun high tech. It is most basic power steering is a system that reduces the effort required of the driver to turn the steering wheel. Without power assist, the steering of most vehicles will be extremely heavy, particularly particularly during low-speed maneuvers such as pulling into a parking spot, turning a 90-degree corner in the city, or maneuvering in a crowded gas station. Mark Urbano car and driver. First power steering system fitted to a production car debuted in the 1951 Chrysler Imperial, and the competition quickly followed suit. Not only did power steering do the obvious, allow the driver to steer a heavy vehicle with mass much less effort and greater comfort, but it also allowed engineers to improve steering interest point, which is how quickly the car changes direction when the driver turns the wheel. Before power assist became available, car steering system had been carried so that it took many turns of the wheel to negotiate the tight turn or to park. The slow gearing gave driver more leverage again the height effort required to steer the front wheel, but the advent of power steering allowed engineers to quicken the steering ratio, how much the steering wheel has to be turned relative to how much the angle of the front wheel change, because the additional steering effort could now be offset by the new system. In fact, it was more than just offset. Steering a car became nearly effortless. However, some some of some of the best steering vehicles, pure bad, lightweight sport car, have had no power steering assist, such as the Acura NSX from the early 1990, the Lotus Elise, and Excite, the and the Alfa Romeo 4C, which is the last remaining new car that forgot power steering, but the car got away without it due to their lightweight and relatively narrow tires, and still it could be quite a chore to turn the wheel in the car while stopped. Hydraulic power steering. The prevailing type of power steering from the 1990 to early 2000 when hydraulic assist. Hydraulic power steering uses as its name indicates hydraulic fluid that's pressurized by a pump driven off the engine. Although it served the automotive world for just 50 years. There are a few downsides to this type of system. There is wasted energy since the pump is running continuously even when the vehicle is driving straight, and there is no assist needed. Plus, the hydraulic fluid needs to be replaced periodically, and if any of the hydraulic lines spring a leak, it not only makes a mess, but the power assist is lost. However, it's still possible to steer a car without the power steering working. Electric power steering. Ritchie car and driver. Electric power steering, or EPS, is the norm on today's new car. There is still a solid metal steering shaft running from the steering wheel to the steering rack, which steer the tires, but the rest is high-tech. EPS uses an electric motor that draws energy from the vehicle's electrical system to provide the steering assistance. This electric motor can be located either directly in the steering rack. This arrangement is more expensive and tends to be used on the sport, look and luxury car and the Spectrum, or mounted to the steering column. Sensor detect the torque or effort that the driver is applying at the steering wheel, and a computer decides how much assist need to be added. In most systems, the computer changes the steering effort based on the vehicle's speed. At parking speed, the steering is like an easy to turn, while at highway speed, the effort amps up, giving the driver a feeling of greater stability and control. Electric power steering is one of the technologies that will enable self-driving cars. APS benefits: sandwich, race car, and driver. The benefits of providing assist electrically are multiple. It improves fuel economy by a few percent, as the electric motor only draws power when needed. It eliminates the hydraulic fluid maintenance mentioned above, and it also enables a variety of features. Any driver assist or convenience feature that involves turning the wheels without steering input from the driver is enabled by electric power steering. Features such as lane keep assist, automatic braking, and lane change, and the ability to guide the car around obstacles, utilize APS ability to steer itself when necessary. Electric power steering. Electric power steering is also more tolerant of out-of-spec alignment setting, using software to recognize and compensate the steering pulling to one side. It can also automatically adjust to a crosswind, or a crowned road surface that would otherwise require constant steering correction from the driver. What's more, Tomorrow, autonomous self-driving cars will rely on electric power steering because it also car to be steered by an onboard computer system when on automatic pilot. Several systems such as Cadillac's Supercruise or picture above being plotted head off by a C or D editor are already cap- capable of steering themselves down the highway under certain conditions. Electro-hydraulic steering. Between the hydraulic and electric types of power steering, there is a hybrid of the two systems called electro-hydraulic. It functions like a hydraulic as a system, only that the hydraulic pressure is created by an electric motor rather than driving the pump of the engine. This gets rid of the wasted energy complained earlier, but doesn't enable all of the features possible with electric power steering. Only a few vehicles, including some heavy-duty pickup trucks, currently use the system. If you're interested in a deep dive into the mechanics of how steering assist is created is in either hydraulic or electric power steering system, check out this card and differ technical explainer. Steering characteristic. Here at car and driver. The three major steering characteristics we evaluate in every vehicle we test are effort, response, and feedback. Two of those effort and feedback took a turn from the worst in early APS system which didn't replicate the highly evolved natural feel for the road imported by hydraulic system. This made it hard to sense when a vehicle's tires were running out of grip and starting to slip. Although driving enthusiasts like use were not surprisingly up in arms about this negative development, they actually affected all drivers and still do. There is a reward need for vivid feeling through the steering wheel when a vehicle in approaching its limit, say when it's about so to skate on a surface that's slick from rain, snow, or ice. A vehicle with more communicative steering makes for a better informed, safer, and more confident driver in all situations. However, the good news is that engineers have spent much time and effort throughout the years evolving electrical power steering and creating sophisticated algorithms that faithfully recreate the the steering sensation lost after the switch from hydraulic units. Today, the last APS system, particularly those from Porsche, Mazda, and GM, now feel intuitive. They let you know what the front tires are doing just as faithfully as the old hydraulic steering system did, which is a very positive development for both car cars and their driver. Thank you for watching my channel. See you next time.